Hi, welcome to Mini Medi. I'm going to talk for a few minutes and then we're going to get into love. It's one of my favorite topics. We're going to actually discuss romantic love this time. Last time we just talked about self-love and love as the energy that we are here to experience. But romantic love, a friend of mine wanted me to discuss a little bit about the language of love. There is a book and plenty of articles on what is your language, what makes you feel good, and whatever that is for you. I think it's important that you do share that with your partner. So if you want to communicate with them that you feel loved when they take out the garbage, or you feel loved when they cook you dinner or rub your feet or call you in the day just for nothing, you have to know yourself enough to know what is your language, what makes you feel special, and communicate that with your significant other and ask them what is it that makes them feel more loved. And then take that into account. Don't ever hold it against them, and just have open communication and learn to trust and make sure you respect the person that you're with. And ideally it should be give and take. And my experience is it's important to sometimes match up with their energy as far as what they're going through, and don't push, and just be respectful of that and let them know you're there for them and whenever they want to open up and talk. And you just can't expect someone to be like you are, because there does seem to be a lot of people out there like looking for like the male or female version of themselves, and that's not very yin yang, and well, maybe it works for some people. So I've had both. I've been on both sides. I've been married, I'm divorced, I've been in long-term relationships and not in relationships. I know what works. I definitely know what doesn't. I know how to keep a relationship strong, and I also know how to sabotage one. I am actually currently single, but open to relationship in the future, maybe in a year from now, because right now I'm married to myself and my own spiritual path for the next year, unless my higher power says, wham, here's someone for you. I'm not seeking it out. If it appears, it appears, but I have other things I am needing my energy for at the moment, and I need to stay on track. So basically, romantic relationships in this, I don't want to say at this time, but there's definitely another dynamic with the dating online and talking to a bunch of people who have been dating online. And yes, there are some successes there. It's also some bizarre stuff going on out there. So you want to definitely keep yourself safe. And there's a whole new language that goes around it. And people in their 50s and 60s are dating now and doing online dating. And so everyone should educate themselves on what it all means. There's terms like ghosting and now paperclipping. Paperclipping, just FYI, is basically someone you haven't heard from for a long time, and then all of a sudden they text you or contact you or call you like, hey, what's up? It's like, wow, where did that come from? As if nothing's ever happened, and they haven't been gone for 6 months. So be careful, stay away from those people that actually are paperclipping you, because it's low. A lot of people have low self-esteem, and you're taking the bait. Don't take the bait. They're exes for a reason. Most exes, if you try to get back, it doesn't work out. You weren't meshed to begin with. You're not meshed now. It's just a lot of players, a lot of games, a lot of people that don't even know they're playing games, but it's a game. So work on your own self-esteem Don't tolerate that. Don't tolerate intolerable behavior, please. Love yourself and work on that relationship with yourself and be a dynamic person. You don't need anybody getting in your way. You want to make sure the people in your life are supportive of you, and you want to give in a healthy way to the people around you. Don't be a love bomber. That's another one. Don't be that person who's so nice and giving presents and buying all the time and just being all and everything for another person, because that kind of makes the other person uncomfortable. They know they're not giving as much, and people have a tendency when they feel, men and women, everybody really, if they feel they're losing their freedom, they tend to bolt. So you don't want to take people's freedom away. Give breathing room to budding relationships and breathing room to, even when you're in a relationship, don't be demanding. Allow that person some time. Just let them know you're there and leave it alone. Don't give too much. And I know men and women who both can tend to do that. So there's a difference between love bombing, people who are narcissistic. That's a whole different thing. So we're not going to talk about that. There's a lot of people that do have mental conditions, so be careful of that. They're just trying to get you to act like you're still interested, and then they just start acting the same as they did before. So you have to be mindful of who you are dealing with. That's why it's important to stay strong, empower yourself, know who you are. So develop that first. Love you first. I always think of Whitney Houston when I start talking like that, because I know she did that song, and I just, the greatest gift of all is loving yourself. And it has to be more than just words, more than a song, beautiful woman, beautiful voice. We have to actually practice that and act like it, and don't just give words to it. Walk the talk. Walk your talk, everyone. And so it's all about communication, basically. And we're just going to go ahead and get right into it at this moment. So we're going to meditate on romantic love. So just please take your hands out in front of you. You can put them up to your chest level, which is where your heart chakra is, or your power center by your belly button, or just simply place them on your lap. And you're just going to inhale and exhale 3 times with a whoosh. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now in your hands, you're just going to imagine you have that romantic relationship that you desire. And you know and understand that it takes good, healthy communication to stay in touch and in tune with your partner. And you are willing to do what it takes to stay in that committed relationship in this day, even if it means letting go. In your hands, you just imagine you are holding that relationship. So whether you currently are in a relationship, that's beautiful, or if you want to attract that relationship, the key is to just be open to it and understand that romantic relationships, they're not always pretty. We grow in life and we change and we shift, and we're not always on the same page. But if you have a basic understanding that, look, we're in this together and it works for now, and we're just going to do what it takes and give and take, and you come to some agreement with that. Once you are in it If you're just dating, then imagine you're just dating and having fun, and the romance is fun. So that's where I'm at. So I'm going to kind of focus on that for a moment right here and now. So I am just open. I'm not really open to a romantic relationship right now to occur. However, if it does happen in the future, I'm definitely open to the joy of that, and I would not be guarded. I let my guard go, and I'm vulnerable, and I'm honest, and I'm true to myself. And it's important to me that I'm always just who I am, and I'm myself. And if they like that, that's beautiful. If they have an aversion to me, then I let them go. I surrender to the fact that everybody has a different level of vibration. Some people are vibrating to higher degrees, and some people are not. I'm not interested in attracting a complaining type. I'm seeking a successful energy in my life, in my own life. So of course I attract successful people in their life, and then we just mesh better, and we're attracted to each other. This is for all my relationships. But if you are looking for that romantic, maybe you want to increase the romance in your current relationship, then it's about just knowing, oh, let's try something different. Let's spice it up. Hey, you want to go do something, and go do what they want to do, and take turns. You really should be doing things together. Take a trip together. Absolutely, that could renew everything. But just communicate, cook their favorite dinner, or cook dinner together. Or, you just have to ask them. A lot of confusion can come in relationships if you have expectations. So discuss those. Always discuss those. But please keep in mind how important it is to discuss them at the right time. So you have to know when the right time is. Preferably you talk to your partner when you're in some kind of movement activity, whether you're out walking or swimming together or doing something that involves movement, because it helps. And you also could communicate with them, hey, I need to talk to you and I want your undivided attention. Please don't go approaching people with an expectation if you're not communicating that expectation. So have healthy and responsive boundaries. So be responsive to that person without reacting. Listen to what they have to say, and do not personalize when they are speaking. Listen more than you speak. Our higher power, our creator, gave us 2 ears to listen twice as much as we speak. We were given 1 mouth, 2 ears. It's logical. Now, just repeat after me. I am ready and open for a romantic, beautiful, intimate relationship, and I am vulnerable with the people in my life. I am vulnerable with the people in my life. I accept me, and I am true to myself. No pretensions. I don't fake who I am. I'm true to who I am. And if you like me because of that, I welcome you. If you are critical of me and don't accept me for who I am, and you can't have a conversation with me in a healthy manner, in a mature way, then I surrender and let them go. I choose only emotionally supportive people in my life who are encouraging and who connect with me. So just repeat that. I choose healthy and emotionally available people into my life. I am open and receptive here, now. I attract only healthy people into my life who value me and who I value. it's a delight to have emotionally stable relationships in my life, and I appreciate them. And that is what I seek, and that is all that I'm open to. And I understand that people are here to teach, and I'm here to teach. People show up, people leave, and we have a handful of people that stick around, and I am grateful for each and every one of them. And on that, we're going to inhale and exhale. And open your eyes. And the reason we take that last deep breath is just to kind of seal it all together as our truth and what we validate within ourselves. It's important to validate yourself every day because there are times in life where you're not going to feel like people around you are validating you, but make sure you have at least 5 good friends to validate you at all times so it can emotionally support you, because that's vital and it's important in order to stay on our path. If you haven't already done so, I ask you to subscribe to Mini-Medi channel so you don't miss any of my speakeasies, my mini-medis, and so we can continue to journey together. And I ask you to leave any comments, especially if they're beneficial to other people, because one day this channel and what I'm saying is going to be seen by more and more people. So I want the good news to get out there and to witness to what I have learned and wisdom along the way by spiritual teachers, and a lot of good books, and a lot of good books on surrendering, and a lot of beautiful songs out there. So keep dancing, keep meditating, keep journeying, and I'll see you next time. Oh, happy loving.